everyone. So today I want to interview a teacher who experienced the kind of education in before and today's generation. Good afternoon, ma'am. May I ask some question about the kind of education before and today's generation?
Okay, no problem.
Shall we start?
Sure.
So first question, what kind of education have you experienced before?
Okay. The center of education before was not focused on the students' needs. Teachers taught the lessons in a traditional way like the chalk talk method. So there was less interaction between the teacher and the students during the class.
Thank you. So next question, ma'am. So how will you compare your experience before in today's generation?
Okay. With the advance of technologies nowadays, teachers become creative in their teaching strategies. Students are given enough chance to collaborate and interact during the class. Thus, the students' needs and developments are focused, are given much attention in the teaching learning process.
Thank you, ma'am. So last question. So do you think the kind of education before, particularly the teaching strategies, are still effective in today's generation? Why?
In some ways, some teaching style before can still be applied in today's generation, particularly in teaching mathematics where drills are very important to master the basic skills in teaching mathematics. So that is why before the teaching style before is still applicable in today's generation, but not all style before. Okay, that's all.
That's all, ma'am. Thank you.
You're welcome.
The insight that I gained in the interview of a teacher of a kind of education is that so before and today's generation is far different because in before the use of teaching is more on the talk and chalk method, which is in today's generation there are many tools and equipments will we can use to become a more collaborate to become more collaborate and creative in the classroom field in teaching. That's all. Good afternoon, ma'am. May I ask some question about the kind of education you experience in today's generation?
Okay, sure.
So, shall we start?
Yes.
So, first question. What kind of education you experience in today's generation?
Education that I'm experiencing nowadays that every students are exposed by the high technologies.
Thank you.
Okay.
For the next question, how will you compare your experiences in today's generation in before?
I compare that before generation is more that satisfy for me because there's a teacher who teach you personally and explain everything that are lessons that you never understand. Now that online class or modules or modular, the students are slow learners because there's no one will teach them or their parents are uneducated. So it's hard for them to understand.
So, thank you.
Okay?
For the next question, what is the mood of learning thus you experience now?
Online class and modules or modular.
So, do you think the learners will learn effectively and why?
For me, no, because there are more students that their parents or guardians are uneducated or their parents can afford to buy a high technology. That's all.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
So today, I want to share my insight in my interview in early generation. So the insight that I gained in the interview in early generation is that the there are differences in early generation and before, because before the teacher will teach the children thoroughly and explain the topic with, which is the student can understand effectively. But now, in today's generation, the child will cannot effectively learn because there are a lot of families that cannot afford the high technology wherein they can access the education learning process. Thank you.